Okay, it's that time of year again, and you need to find gifts for the gardeners in your life. I'm going to give you 9 that they will absolutely adore and use for years to come. The first is we'll start with is my Holy Trinity. These are the 3 best tools that any gardener should have. So we'll start with the shovel. This is a steel core shovel. I used to use the wood-handled ones, the fiberglass ones, and they would break all the time. I remember one time I was working in the garden with my brother-in-law, and he handed me a fiberglass one. It's like, I'm going to break this. He's like, no, I've built walls with this. It's a great one. And I broke it within 5 minutes. I am rough on my tools. But then Clicky's mom actually got me a steel cord one, and it was just a dream to work with. I love it so much. I still keep it here. It didn't break, but the tines on the shovel kind of wore out. So I had to get a new one because I had a sharp spade end, but it deserves a place of honor in my garden, and you should keep tools that were good to you. They cost about $60. It doesn't really matter the brand, just make sure it's steel core. The next one is my trowel. I love this trowel. This trowel has been described by my best friend, Karuja, as a murder weapon, and she loves hers too. She always threatens her husband with it. Just kidding. It is a great It's one piece of solid metal, so you don't have the handles breaking off like you do on all other trowels. It has this great rubberized grip. I can use this and pry stuff out of the ground so well. I really recommend this. And then the last one is the snips, or the scissors. I go with Joyce Chen. I love Joyce Chen scissors. I have 3 Joyce Chen scissors. My original pair were amazing. They came in a longer stem, but they don't sell these anymore, sadly. But I've had these for 15 years, and they've survived living out in the garden for a couple of years as well when I lose them, hence why I have 3. They are also great in the kitchen. I love using them to cut stuff up. Oh, and so these cost about 20 bucks each, and the trowel costs $35. I know it's a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. All right, now we'll do the rest of these by price. So we'll start off with the Felco sheath. I love this thing so much. It clips onto your belt, and it can hold both your scissors and your pruners. This is really nice because you don't want to have to be holding all your tools all the time. So it makes it so you can go through the garden. And if you just see an errant thing you need to snip, you can do it. Next, after that, it's going to be Felcos. I do have reservations about recommending Felcos. They aren't my favorite. They jam. They just can be a little difficult to use sometimes, but I've tried all the other loppers on the market, and they are all terrible. Felcos are by far the best. And you can sharpen the blades, and they have bits that you can swap out to make it better and newer. So if you've been enjoying this video, please hit like and subscribe. I have a whole Blacklight Christmas series coming up that I think you'll really enjoy. We're going to be talking about laser cutters, we're going to be talking about making your own ornaments, and my favorite, the Christmas jellyfish. So moving on, another 2 gifts for people would be the Western Sunset Garden book and the A to Z Encyclopedia of Plants. The Western Sunset Garden book is a great beginner book. I learned about almost all of my plant knowledge from there, and it just goes into detail, and it tells you what conditions they need and where you can plant them. If you really love your gift recipient, you could go try to find secondhand older varieties of it. So the older versions have a lot more detail. They talk a lot more about each plant. They don't have the newest hybrids, obviously, but it just has a lot more information. And they have these beautiful hand drawings of each plant or flower. It's really quite nice. Now, the A to Z is for your people who already have some good plant knowledge. So this is a great one for learning about pruning. It's a great one for learning about just care in general. And it covers all the plants. So it also will tell you how to grow them in greenhouses. It's just an amazing resource. And this is the one I go to when this one fails. Okay, so the next one is a gift for somebody you really love and also who does a lot of vegetable gardening. And that would be this Vitamix Food Cycler. A lot of places claim that they're composters. They're not. They grind the food particles up into this kind of brown sand, which you can then add to your beds, which will then compost there. It's really great for all that garden waste, like the tops of carrots and the bits you have to chop off in the kitchen. I really love this thing. And it keeps all of the food waste, on the site so we can add the nutrients back to our soil. It's really good with eggshells. I don't recommend using chicken legs, which they claim you can do, but I'm pretty sure that would attract unwanted pests. It's about $300, and it's just awesome, and I love it so much. Okay, so for my last one, you may not see it here, but I'm of course referring to the Garden Igloo. It is a bit on the pricey side, but it's so wonderful during the winter time. Look at this picture of Naja. Wasn't he cute? So After doing my first video on the Garden Igloo, I still just fell in love with it. So great for propagation, it's great for seeds, it's just great for hanging out in the rain or snow. And I enjoy it so much. It's such a little like fantasy place to go out to during the winter time. I hope you've been enjoying this video, and I'm Gardener Koo, and go get your hands dirty.